we have to make decisions that are measured in years and sometimes decades in terms of capital allocation. And it's hard to place some of those decisions when the environment's moving, but what we've tried to do, and this again, we've spent time in DC getting insights as well, we've tried to look past some of the noise, recognizing that a lot of this is negotiations. And what are some of the things we can say are going to be robust and remain, not only throughout the remainder of this administration, but into future administrations. And so there's a lot of things we can't predict. But there are three that I would say we can draw out that we can say are fair to plan your business around and make investment decisions around. The first I would say, which is perhaps the singular issue that the Republicans and Democrats align on today in the United States, is an anti-China strategy. And when I say that, I mean reduce reliance on China and not build supply chains that are highly dependent on Chinese raw materials or Chinese assemblies. So that's important. We can make that determination today and say, okay, we're not going to go put a big, supply, big set of our supply chain infrastructure into China. I say the other is that there's going to be an increasing focus on domestic production. And what does that mean? Well, for us, that means it's great that we're building our next plant in Georgia. It also means that we should be looking at some of our bigger, higher capex investments to be in terms of supply or componentry to be in the United States. And so that allows us to make some of those changes. I think like big questions that remain are how we interpret things like USMCA as that evolves. Those are big questions all of us are asking. I think there's questions around how we trade with Korea, but by and large, we can actually make pretty solid decisions for a